Hi, Ghost. How's it going, man? Hi, Turtle. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. How's things? Now, I need to know how this works. I'm trying to set something up special here. This is going to be Vermintide 2 Twitch integrated, so you guys can like change the spawns and stuff. Twitch integration. How do I do that? Let's check my Twitch chat. You're on a boat? That's awesome. And then I'm sweating my ass off. Damn. Alright. New Mexico, I see. Hell yeah. Let me click on my own stream real quick. Yeah, is there a Vermintide plugin I need to get? Okay, it's all commands. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. A cruise ship, hell yeah. I remember. Oh, okay, I'm guessing it'll pop up on stream as we play. Now my question is it going to let me use quick play for this? If you have the game, just add me as a friend and join me. If you want to join me in voice chat, you just have to be a subscriber. So it's one of those streams. What channel? In my own Discord. There's a channel called The Sanctum that's the vent channel. You feel free to use that. 600 lives I'll take, 600 lives at stake. My chain is over. Now I am going to be playing on the hardest, not the hardest difficulty, but the next to hardest difficulty, because I need to get red gear for Carillion, which is what I'm currently grinding for. Hopefully it goes well. I'll show off Carillion here in a moment. We're just still getting things all set up right now. Is chat not popping up on screen? Hold up. No, it's good, okay. Whew. Oh, it's... Hold up. You gotta opt into the role. Let me go ahead and give it to you. There you go. There you go, you should have it now. Just can't get enough. Oh, that's good water.
Father? She's waiting for you.
Penelope. I'm trying to write Fat Shark, which is the name of the developer, but I keep writing Fart Shark, and it's not funny. Laughs anyway. 2, 4, 5. Alright.
Is it you?
Alrighty. Yay.
Is it really you standing there? Or am I dreaming once more? You look different. Your eyes look tired. Your frame is lighter.
Your smile tone. What game we playing? I still struggle with the app. We're playing Warhammer Vermintide 2, which also known as the silly rat Left 4 Dead game, where you fight rats instead of zombies. You'll see. It's a cool game.
I am not your kind and gentle husband, and I am not the love you knew before.
Heck yeah, rats. I'll explain more what the Twitch integration does once we get into it. What kind of things did you do?
Left a trail of red on every island. As I traded friends like objects I could use. Hurt more lives than I can count on my hands. But all of that was to bring me back to you. So tell me, would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done, the things I can't undo? I am not the man you knew. I know that you've been waiting.
If that's true,
The shark knows in the depths of the sea no one hears you
just a
far.
moment of labor
What the fuck?
that would bring me some
That's really funny. That's good. How you doing, TMI?
wedding bed. Could you carry it over? Lift it high on your shoulders and
Take it far away from here. Hiya, Blue.
How could you?
I've been told it is fucking significantly massive.
I had built that wedding bed with
My blood and sweat.
carved it into the olive tree where we first met. A symbol of
Our love everlasting.
Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way to move it is to cut it from its roots.
Only my husband knew that, so I guess that makes him you.
Overheated using noise pollution to thunderproof the dog. Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
You over and over again. I don't
Thunder. Oh, I'm guessing that means that you're getting the dog used to loud sounds so that it's not flipping out all the time. I don't blame you for that. It's not even a terrible idea.
and I've been waiting.
I mean, on the face of it, right? I see. Makes more sense. Oh, you. Aw, that's awesome. Liara was the same way. Liara was the same way yesterday. She was like, I was so stressed about the rent, and she snuggled right up to me. Now Penny's just looking at the ceiling. I don't know what Liara's up to. Yeah. No, thunderproof, not lightning-proof. You can't lightning-proof anything, I don't think. I've given my dog a metal spine. His tail now drags on the carpet. Every time he is struck by lightning, it will power the house. That is true. I taught my dog to parry lightning. But he still can't parry the platypus. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, everyone. Unsubscribe. That's great. Hi, Ryvon. Oh, the song's the shit! This song is also perfect. Yeah, it's Evil Moment 37, but it's just a beagle repeatedly getting struck with electricity. Yeah, I'm familiar with Castle Crashes. Rat Grind, ATJ. I think this is my favorite Tato song. A hunger for retribution. A hunger for retribution. Nope. Ready, fire. It's about pistol dueling. Cut the cabaret. If I shoot back. Oh no, too many dogs. Ah, the stupid little spurk is putting in the work to piss me off. It's either a song about lesbians or gunfighting. I can't tell. Shining in your eyes. If you want a real-life version of this song, I recommend looking up the historical figure Lola Montez. Badass prostitute, turn politician, turn duelist. Yeah, I gotta go get the rants. Lesbians gunfighting? I guess so. Normally I leave the music on, but I'm playing music. I usually just play with the game's music, but... You know what's dumb? What's dumb? Oh yeah, this is Carillion. She's my main. She's a cool elf. Now I have the Twitch integration set up, so I'm hoping that... it will work. You guys should be able to vote to give me extra healing, spawn extra enemies, other things. Now, if you want to play with me and you have the game, I very much invite you to do so. I'm gonna need your help. I got one more in me. Hold up. Somebody clip something. Wait a minute. I always gotta check these out as soon as they come up. Lesbians or guns? Let's hear it. Piss me off. It's either a song about lesbians or gunfighting. I can't tell. That's good. I dig it. You don't gotta study. You can hang out here, man. I gotta go to bed here in a couple hours anyway, so I figured I'd have some fun. It's all good. I don't even know if you grab this, man. It's all good. So yeah, what is Vermintide? Vermintide is Warhammer Left 4 Dead with rats. The rest will fall into place. That's all you need to know. So we're gonna go ahead and quick play on Legend difficulty and hit play. Now, I shouldn't be joining a game. I need to actually, yeah, I actually need to host a game if possible, because of the Twitch integration. You have one, yes. I wonder if there's a way to set up myself up to always host when I'm doing quick play. Play. Joining game. I don't want to join a game. I'm playing as Carillion. That's all there is to it, so you better cue me again. Found game? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I have to be the host in order to make it work. So what I would probably need to do is get a group together. And then queue for it. Did I make sure to post in the Discord? Or did I forget? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so once we spawn in here, I'm gonna go ahead and quit out. And we're probably just gonna go ahead and host a normal game. And I will be soloing this. Nice! I don't know that one Weezer song, no. Great start, by the way, just stuck in a loading screen. Only Weezer song I know is Buddy Holly. Or, goddamn those Japanese girls. I don't really know the rest of the words, I only know the beginning part. D, I'm still scared to go into public match. Wee-hoo, budui hali, hori! Alrighty. Thank you, Ryvon. I'll let you know how it goes. Is studying really what you want to do right now, though? Or do you want to partake in the rat grind? El Scorcho. Nice. That's a cool name. Alright, so I guess I don't have these DLC, so we're just going to be playing through the whole fucking campaign. I guess we'll just be playing through the campaign one level at a time on the highest difficulty and trying to progress. That'll be the challenge. By anyone who has the game, add me on Steam and join on me. You should be able to do so. Study? No, I'd rather jump off a building. I feel that.
Some proper information about the Skittergate.
No, buy me.
She's going into Helmgard.
Purchase me.
So are you. Difference is, she'll be sneaky.
Now, the good news is all the broken gear I have equipped to my characters will stay on the bots. However,
Let's allow the old woman to work in peace.
none of their gear is as good as mine. Wait, what the hell is this mission? Is this the first mission of the campaign? I don't recall. Yes, it is. Okay, I gotta ring the bells. I remember. So yeah, this is our character, Carillion. She's an elf archer, an elf ranger. We have a dwarf ranger, a human fighter, and a human witch hunter.
If a distraction is required, then we shall of course
Aw,
provide.
it's a long send-off. It's the final art.
Let's get this over with.
It'll bring in many arts in the future, do not worry. I love that Castle Crasher art you made, by the way, that's amazing. Something about knights with extra stuff on their helmets is just the coolest aesthetic. Like, you have the knight helmet, yeah, but add in like a plume of feathers or like horns, and it just instantly becomes a much cooler look. Yep, so those are storm vermin, those are motherfuckers. Their armor makes it really hard to... Okay, guys, so you get to pick what you want to do. You can do cruel hooks or soul drinkers. You type in what you see on screen in chat, and it will go ahead and add it in. Hashtag A or hashtag B. Now, I believe the dwarf, when he gets kills, it'll drop ammo, so I don't need to worry too much about ammo conservation. That's really cool. Yeah, you guys don't know what either of that means, so cruel hooks is a hook rat. It will try and steal one of us. Alright, I see we're opting for the soul drinkers. Sounds good.
Think a shield will stop me, vermin.
Now, a soul drinker is like a chaos mage. 3. Oh, we hear an assassin rat. Oh, there it is. Warp fire thrower. Dead. Oh, I see him. Get him. Fuck him up. Oh, thank God. Alright, so yeah, if they get you, they'll pin you to the ground. Oh no, I got grabbed by one. Oh, crap. Where are you? Where are these guys? Oh, this is horrifying. I can't. Oh, God, and we're getting cornered by the gas rat. Fuck you! This blind firing. Alright. Please! Give it to D! Give it to me, I need it! Everybody else is a bot. I'm the only human player in the lobby. So this is Warhammer Fantasy. Alright, later, TJ. This is Warhammer Fantasy Left 4 Dead, yeah. You guys get some rest, by the way. You guys don't need to be here. You guys just went through a bunch of unnecessary, exhausting bullshit from school. So I get it if you guys just want to get some extra sleep and, you know, make up for lost time. I'm gonna heal myself, because I'm about to die. No, fuck you!
I'm right behind you.
You gave it to Saltspire? Okay.
Luminaire, bring it down. Surely it's no foul.
And I want to roll up and cry. Ah! You gave it to Saltspire? Well, he gave it to me, so that's good. Oh, fuck me, these rats. Alright, hold up. Oh, that's a plague rat! Fuck me. It's over. I didn't know who was you. I'm the green lady. I'm the elf. I'm deaded. It's over. Game over, man! Game over! Something to do with school happen? No, I'm just saying you guys are tired from all your exams and shit. I see picking on vibes, hell yeah. That's okay. We failed the mission, but we still get XP. It's not the end of the world. We're gonna keep trying till we beat it. Alright. Or until someone from chat decides to join and help. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, this is Warhammer Fantasy. It takes place on a medieval world within the Warhammer setting that has a lot of the same influences and stuff, so like chaos and stuff is there, but there's no higher technology. The world's technology is that of an early Renaissance. So they got flintlock and matchlock weapons, very high quality artillery, cavalry charges, that sort of thing. But no automatic. I mean, there are automatic weapons. They're magic automatic weapons. The best kind of automatic weapons. Like the Rattling Gunners have Gatling guns, or Rattling guns as they're called in this world, and you also have pepperbox weapons.
Listen.
All right, let's try it again. Hopefully this time I don't die horribly. Alex goes to the Streamer University. Yeah, it's horrible. God, could you imagine how completely fucking intolerable a school for streamers would be? Every single person would have like a fucking look at me personality. No one would want to lay low. It would be the worst school ever. What a horrible, horrible concept. A Streamer University would just be full of douchebags. It would be complete hell, yeah. Because most streamers aren't like me and Ziggy. They're not cool people. Or like Blue or whoever else streams here. They're not like normal cool people. They're like douchebags. I mean, big streamers are. Oh hey, we got Chaos Cultist this time. Cool. So the general common sense things of Left 4 Dead remain the same. Keep moving forward. Keep killing as you go. Don't get stuck in a location. Stay with your team. Potion of Strength would be fantastic for the Dwarf, but I don't know if we'd be exactly able to trust him. That's a Chaos Control. Hold up. If they aggro that group, I'm going to use my ult. Alright, they left. Good. So yeah, we can avoid patrols. They'll kill us if we're not careful. And then not so awesome, yeah. And we're screwed. Okay. Maybe soloing on this difficulty is just not gonna happen. Yeah, I wish I could choose to host every time I started. I guess you know what I should do? I should pick a level, because the likelihood of having other people on that level is very low. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and I got a commendation chest. Yay! We're gonna go ahead and queue for the same map on Quick Play, and we're going to wait until we get at least one other person. Yeah. Well, I know for me personally, when I did my thing where I went to look at the big streamers for the biggest streamer for like the top categories on Twitch, they were all insufferable except for very few. There's some of them I didn't have that much bad stuff to say though. Like the big guy with the beard. He was really funny. The only thing I found weird about him is he didn't seem to understand what a factory was, which I found to be highly strange. Quick play, legend difficulty. Let's... crap. Okay. Strict matchmaking, host game, private game. What does it mean by strict matchmaking? Oh, if it's saying strict matchmaking, that means... Okay. Queso in your class, yeah. Let's try this, I guess, and if it tries to put me into a game... If no, don't connect me. Don't connect me. I want to host. Alright, how do I do this? Vermintide to how to host. Quick play. Cancel custom game and start quick play. Don't cancel too early or the joiner will get disconnected. Oh, I can just do a custom game? Well, as long as I can custom game and still have people with me. What does strict matchmaking mean? Because like I need to get more people. I need to have more people to play this with me. Otherwise, nothing's gonna happen. I guess we could always switch to a different character and level up. Yeah, what is strict matchmaking? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, let's try it again, and let's see if we can wait for someone to join. Yeah, Queso, yep. I liked Queso. Like I said, bit jarring that he didn't know what a factory was and seemed to be so sheltered, but aside from that, you know, like... I'll be right back, I'm gonna grab some water. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty dick. Thirsty boy. Thirsty. I don't know these people. Do 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 do. Come on, I need another person to join my shit. Beep 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 beep.
Good evening. Made it through another day, eh?
I really wanted to play as Carillion. I do like playing as her. I'm just basically waiting at this point. Yeah, fuck it. Let me switch heroes. Because, like, Carillion right now, specifically with her, I need to play her on Legend difficulty to unlock red weapons. That's the only thing I have left to do with her, progression-wise. We'll go ahead and go as Barden Gorikson, the dwarf. Yep, so we got an axe and a gun. Alrighty. So, what else are we trying to get? Oh shit, we have a gold great axe. That's awesome. We did not know we had that. Now if I... It's worse than the Asdrugi. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is... It's a great axe versus a great... Okay, we're going to go ahead and dispose of this great axe here. Salvage items, and we'll go ahead and salvage this great axe. KCO animates case P. Alright, and we'll go ahead and upgrade our main great axe here. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there it is. Cool. So yeah, the goal is to move up to the next weapon tier. We also need to upgrade our gun, but that might take time. So, we're good for now. That's the noise he makes when he gives a kiss. He goes, Mwah! It's terrible. That is the dumbest joke I've made. Alright, we're not playing on Legend difficulty. God, no. We're going to be playing on Veteran difficulty. At least till we get to skill rank 25. I think that's what it was supposed to be? Oh, wait, no. I'm way too high for that. Hold up. Or 18. Yeah, okay. So was it... One second. Vermintide to... I apologize for taking so much time. Difficulty by level?
I don't know. I'm sure she's around.
Yeah, there's like recommended difficulties for each level of player. For champ, you might want to get 15 or 20. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna play on champion difficulty, which hopefully will be easier to find people on, and will get me in there, and it will also be tolerable to play while I'm playing it. Doing this with a group of streamers would be really fun.
I need a distraction, and you're just...
So I need to talk to my Warhammer people and ask them if they play. Like, I need to talk to Batir. I haven't talked to Batir in a while, so I'm nervous. You're too high for that? I don't think so. Also, I apologize. I've been looking at the Twitch chat, so I'm missing any YouTube messages if they're coming in.
Alicia needs to gather vital intelligence on the
Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's get my music going. Yep, so it's dwarf time. Rock and stone, baby. Look at him, he's beautiful. Yep, and then we have our axe. Oh, you did? That's fine with me. He kind of plays like my my Darktide character, because in order to get the sweeps I need for him, I have to do these big heavy swings, and then he has this big single target weapon, and I plan on, oh god, I don't even know which one of those sounds worse. Dick shot, gut shot. So what's cool about the dwarf is they constantly drop ammo. So they're your gun character pretty much, or they can be. And I hear a patrol. I'm terrified of you guys picking either of these. So on the higher difficulties, there's friendly fire. So on this difficulty and the one we were playing, oh god, no! Jesus. Alright, get ready. He's to the left. He's to the left, I hear him, I hear him. I hear him, where is he? Damn it, no! Where the fuck is this thing? Okay, there's the Blightstormer. What? Move! Move! Guys, get... no! No! Ah! No! Ow! Ow! The world. Can someone please deal with that Blightstormer? Treasure hunt would be nice. No! Oh god! Oh god, no! Jesus, no! Shoot the rat!
Don't worry, Cruzy. I'll be back.
Treasure hunt, yay! Thanks, guys. Means we'll find. There he is! There he is! There's one! Oh god, healing draft, I need that! So yeah, those are treasure rats. They drop treasure. Blessing of a generation would be super nice. We still haven't dealt with that Blightstormer. I don't know where he is. I've been trying to get a shot on him, but... oh, no. I summoned Pot of Greed where I draw 2 more $5 Arby's cards. Infinite money glitch. Stealing the other players of the Magic competition's credit cards and shuffling them into the decks so they can't get home. Which one, my friends? Oh, I see. When it's beneficial to vote, when it's beneficial, you guys don't vote. I see how. Oh, hell yeah! Thank you.
Bodies everywhere. But let's see how the packs won't fare against the
Man, Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack is so fucking good. All right, there we go. Just deal with that Chaos Warrior real quick. Or not. His armor is hard to penetrate. Stab rat! Help! Help! Thank you. Yeah, his aim's not nearly as accurate as Carillion's. Another Chaos Warrior. Oh yeah, and the Chaos Warriors and the Chaos and Warhammer Fantasy are like Chaos Vikings. Writhing horror, all the rage. Uh-oh. What evil? What evil is afoot? Oh boy. Survive? Unlikely. Fuck off. Oh no! Help. My friends, they're eating my soul. They're eating my soul, help. It's over. Oh, thank you, Krillian. Oh, you've always been there for me, and even in the darkest of hours. No! No, not again! Fuck off! Down I go. That's that. My boat delay isn't letting me vote. Fucking boat delay. God damn it. You know, maybe, my Gorkson isn't high enough level to host, to solo on this difficulty. Yeah. I think I'm gonna turn off the Twitch integration. Sorry guys, it's just, it's more harm than it's worth, and since no one's joining me, I don't have a chance of succeeding. So we're gonna go ahead and just turn that off. Sorry everybody. We can still have fun and just hang out though, and play some Vermintide. Won't you please be mine, eh? Oh, you stole my law. I think you're a thief, 'cause you stole my heart. Stole my heart. Strapped my soul. Trapped my soul like a Zura's star. Star, star, 'cause you're a star. Star, star, 'cause you're my star. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, no, I'm playing Krillian. I'm not playing anybody but Krillian.
Now, there's a saucer around, creating quite a hullabaloo down in what's left of Helmgard.
In this Vermintide 2, we're solo leveling. Apparently so. Star, star, star. Blessed Sigma. Bless this ravaged body. Alright, I want to try something real quick. Can I ascend... I want to know if I can ascend, Yes, I can. Oh, I need red powder for that. Okay, well, I'm not using any of these other ones. So what we can do here is I can go ahead and get rid of these extra bows that I have. Yeah, you know what? You know what? We can get by just, we can get by on a lower difficulty. We don't have to go legendary. We can grind other weapons. If we're more consistently winning on those difficulties, then that's definitely the way we should go. We'll keep that because it's gold rarity. Isn't rarity just the worst? Like, what a confusing game mechanic. They put a number to the item to let you know how powerful it is, but at the same time, they're like, but it's not gooderer because it's different colorer. Anyway, sorry. Let's get right into it. I'm trying to think of a way to get through this. Fuck it. Let's just queue again for quick play. Oh, I'm hosting! That's great! Gee, that's awesome!
Hey, stranger.
God damn it. Good lord. What the hey. Alright. Let's just... I want to get into the game. That's the main thing. I'm like, I want to play the game! Ah!
Are finally in motion.
Uh...
War parties disappeared without a trace, leaving dreams of reconquest and the fate of all concerned in a ticklish place.
We're Vermintiding too. Indeed we is. Indeed we is. Best thing to come out of Berserk 2016 was this song.
Better get a move on, you lot. There's a war party to find.
Well, we won't find out standing around here all day, Mayflies.
Bum 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 bum. Hi-yo, hi-yo. All right, done. Aye-yo. I'm hoping we get some people to join me, because, like, this difficult... Yeah, the legend difficulty is a fucker, as we've seen so far.
You see this cold one's possessed.
Ah, you want another beauty?
Yeah, when it comes to storm vermin, more often than not, I prefer to just pop my ult, get a bunch of headshots, and get it over with. Guys, you might want to get out of there. Right? Yeah, most of the time music is good. The standards for music are pretty high. A lot of times good music will carry something that is otherwise mediocre. So what's cool about Curlian, see that white health there? Because of her main ability, she, as long as she's doing damage, she'll get some temporary health to cover up any injuries she takes, which means you can fuck up a lot when you're playing as Curlian. I recommend her for new players, and just for myself in general. Someone who plays very high risk, high reward. And just damn near every game I play that way, so. Please move. Thank you. It's Jover, right? That means the vibes will be permanently off. Just the feeling of, by the way, just how fast you swing and how good it feels to just butcher through enemies in this game is like one of the reasons why it's been so successful. I don't want to waste my ult on a Rattling Gunner, so... There you go. Done. But yeah, that feeling, just the swoof, 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 is one of the reasons why I like her. She can attack super duper fast and makes it feel like you're just this whirlstrom of blades. Maelstrom, I mean, not whirlstrom. Did we go through this area already? Nice. Oh, that was a warp fire thrower. He's done. It's very rare that something has terrible music. Perfect music for this too. Oh, it's a dead rat ogre. Yeah, big battle between the dwarves and the rats. Oh man, Saltspire's pissed. I can hear a snatch rat. I can hear a snagger rat. I can hear a snatcher. Whatever the fuck they're called. Perfect Darktide music, just what I need right now. Again, Darktide. Again, not a great game at launch. Still a great game. Sadly, there's not enough of it. Feels like a demo for a great game. The music, impeccable. And something about playing Vermintide with Darktide music just feels so weird. Fuck off. Also, there's so much blood on my screen, good lord. Hey, someone else is joining. Oh, God. Grab my ammo. Hey, Money Tree Maddie's joining. Hell yeah, lots of new friends.
This way. There's no way through.
So yeah, I would describe Corellian's playstyle as shoddy snipers. absolute close-range devastator, long-range destroyer, mid-range worthless.
The dwarves of Kazit Klo would have done better to worship Sigmar.
Yeah, good luck trying to get them away from their ancestor worship, Saltspire. I'd like to see you win that fight. Dwarves are tough, man. Alright, I hear a rat catcher.
I need to heal. Show some patience.
That's no natural flame.
I don't hear anything. Ah, fuck! The Bloom protected you. Steve Bloom protected him. Got him. There goes all of my, sit here for full HP. Oh god, alright.
Healing now. I expected better from you. I was hurting. Oh, you delicate little flower. Did a breeze sway you?
It's not letting me.
Anyone else some healing? Or an arm for using? Can you can't fight it.
Oh shit! That's awesome.
An Atlas breach at last.
Skaven proxy? Oh no! A double agent. I can't see shit in here. We gotta get out of here. All the health I got back, I just lost. That's why you should have worshipped Sigmar, said Squidward. Yeah, he does have Squidward vibes, doesn't he? Oh, damn. Holy Sigmar. He didn't need the health anyway. I can hear it. God damn it, that's a rat ogre. Oh boy, I love rogers. So here's how you deal with rat ogres. You attack them until he turns towards you, and once he does, you block. And then you attack him until he looks at you, and then when he looks at you, you block. And that's how you deal with rat ogres.
There's a rattling somewhere close.
Done. Hey, Kikuo. Hurt me more, dog. Yeah, the goal is to have more blades flying in the enemy's direction than yours. Blades, bows, and bullets. Thank God for Amaranth. That's the name of Carillion's ability that heals her. Oh shit! Focus potion.
This potion smells foul.
Ravage Star, yippee! That's your collectible in this game.
Not yet.
So is Rogurt like a Rogue brand yogurt? Yeah, Rogurt the yogurt. It reverses your gut biome to a previous state. It's like drinking a restore. It's like eating a restore point. Tanashi. Alright, I gotta move. Holy shit, a dwarf! Or another dwarf. You get so used to seeing only these characters. Ammo. Hello. Thank you,
You're
dwarf.
kinder than you seem.
Thank you, Stunty.
You lot dead, or just rude?
No, ma'am. We're not rude. We're just torn and shredded by the ravages of war. Hammer. Vermintide.
If this was still a brewery, it'd be easy to get that door open. Thing is, the Rocky have been meddling. I can't do much from up here. Not until you restore the pressure differential. You better get to it.
High and low, I look to it just here.
I'm glad that the thing that I got red on first, though, like the first red weapon that I got, I'm glad it was my swords. Because this could be so much harder than it is. Especially like if enemies just aren't dying when I hit them. All the man, I just cannot stay at high health no matter what I do.
Why celebrate? You have yet to finish.
Grab those bandages, Dory.
Done.
At last, I hope you can go faster.
Oh, I hear it. Where is it? God, I have so much more ammo than I'm used to. She had this weapon in the first game known as a, Oh, yeah, let's talk more locking in right now, huh?
Give me a... Someone give me a...
I'm just gonna try and keep the rats stun locked so they can't hit me. And let someone else take the headshot. Got it, thank you. Whew! Oh no, that's evil. Don't make that game, please, Ghost. There we go, that's what I was waiting for. Her ult is so fucking useful. One more hit and I'm done. Or fire thrower. Oh, that's a plague monk! Fuck. So yeah, they have super armor. You can hit them, but it won't flinch them, so you just gotta kind of pick your shots. Having one of them mixed in the middle of a swarm can end a match instantly. They're so fucking brutal. Ah, shit! Down I go. Poison that heals sometimes. There are artifacts in Stalker that work that way.
You're barely hanging on.
Aren't we all? Brilliant. So one of the things this game does that Darktide also does is that whenever an enemy's about to hit you, there's a sound cue. Like if an enemy from off-screen is going to hit you, there's always a sound cue to let you know. Don't they all have shield? Oh, damn. Then I get one shot. That poison is called my medic. I have this Glock that has infinite ammo. However, the drawback is that every bullet heals. But one bullet in the magazine critically hits and does damage. So I'm gonna spray you with this and hope for the best. Now it seems we don't care what they'll mean. The peaceful times they have made us blind. You know what's really sad? I'm so much better at Darktide than I am at this game. Darktide has all these little features you can use, like it has the cohesion system, where basically as long as you're close to your teammates and doing melee damage, your health is protected. It also has cover. What else does it have? It has sliding that can be strung in the middle of combos. Like, it's one of those slides that's like, you gotta sprint, but like, you need to basically only start up the sprinting animation a little bit, and you can power slide. So I'm way better at Darktide than I am Vermintide, even though I prefer this game vastly. It's usually the 4th bullet. Nobody wants to die too fast. Remember days of grief. I want to drink. I want to breathe the green smoke. Is that bad? Is it bad that I want to breathe the green apple smoke? If I could buy green apple flavored weed, you guys would never see me again. I would disappear. I would just get high and shuffle off my mortal coil. You'd never hear from me again. It'd be like a fucking opium den. Move! That's the main reason, by the way, that's the main reason why Carillion is so useful. That, like, her being able to quickly kill infected from a distance. Special infected. I'm trying to deal with rats! Alright, Sienna, I'm right here. Let's rock. You cannot come back. I hear a patrol. So you notice my health is limited? That's because somebody grabbed a Grimoire. What Grimoires do is they give you better drops at the end of the mission if you win. However, the trade-off is that it lessens your max health. We gotta keep moving. We can't slow down. I love this. This is the best feeling. But I need to actually do some damage with melee to get my health back. There we go. Rat Grind's so popular they made a game about it. Yeah, but you don't know what heals? That sounds like a Borderlands weapon. Doesn't it? Man, isn't it weird how it feels like Borderlands 4's marketing is like proud that the game is overpriced and has too much DLC. Have you guys seen the ads for that game? It's so like obnoxious. It feels like Randy Pitchford has just given up on trying to be the least bit appealing to anybody. I'd say I was gonna play it, but I mean, I got Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel to go through, so... Shrug. I don't need to get it. I got enough Borderlands to last me a lifetime. Rat. Hi, Witty. Good to see you, man. How you doing? My fellow rat enjoyer.
Isn't this nuts? A surprise family reunion.
You can just say stuff and people will get it sometimes. Right? It's called sharing a brain cell, also known as memes. Like the actual definition of the word meme, like a shared idea. Quit hitting me in the ass. Use your sword, I'm sorry. Sienna, I know you have infinite ammo, basically, and you want to use it. I know your pain, I love shooting my bow. But when you're working in groups, you need to switch to melee. Me example is witty. Me example is using me. I try me best. Fucking and it's all up in the zone like... Maybe a wooden walkway over a lava flow isn't the best idea, but who am I to question Dwarven engineering? Also, I love that we get to fight inside Dwarven holds. It's so fucking cool. Ooh, I'm about to act a fool, yeah. Yeah, so typically during boss fights as Carillion, I like to hang back and just fill the boss with arrows. Using all the ammo I've saved up. Skaven Proxy is such a great name. Oh, 7 Proxy. I read that as Skaven Proxy. Less cool. I'm really sad that you can't play as a female Dwarven Slayer in Warhammer Online 2, or Warhammer Online. They're canon, they exist, it's just the game doesn't support them. And they don't have to, and their titties aren't hanging out. They usually wear, like, overshirts. There wouldn't be an MMO that had the balls. Oh shit, hey guys, I'm stupid. Sorry, I'm stupid. No. Ooh, I'm about to damn fool ya. Ooh, I'm about to act a fool ya. There's an assassin as well. Oh shit, I fell. No, this is the worst this could possibly have gone. Aside from me falling down that hole. I see the assassin over there. Fuck off. Rattling gunner. Don't mind the elf. The elf is just a disaster. I'm lucky that I'm the host, otherwise I would have gotten kicked. Stupidity rejected, you are now smart. I love how he said no, that made me happy. I said, sorry, I'm stupid, and they're like, no, you're not stupid. You're a friend. And I'm like, aw, thank you. They didn't actually say that, but that's how I read that as. That no meant so much more to me than no. Ooh, I'm about to damn fool ya. Ooh, I'm about to act the fuck. There he is. Hey, runner. He's done. I'm sad that, I mean, Owlcat's making another Warhammer RPG, I guess. I guess we're getting 2. I need to fucking give Pathfinder another try and see if I can work my way through it. I'm playing like, if I'm willing, if I have the patience to get through Baldur's Gate 1 and its DLC, which I'm working on right now, I think I have the patience to play through Kingmaker. I just need to know what to expect going in. I need to go in like I'm playing an old 90s... Ah, fuck! Playing a 90s CRPG. We talk about Warhammer Fantasy. Yeah, that's true. I just want to be able to play as a female Dwarf Slayer. I prefer to play as ladies, and I think Dwarf women are hot, so... At least in Warhammer, they're hot, and they don't got beards in Warhammer, so... Warhammer Dwarf ladies are hot, I want to play as one. But I guess I'll have to pick a different class. Maybe like an Ironbeard or something. God damn it! I'm a fucking fool. Yo. That last death, that downing right before that last death though was terrible. I got pinned down by like 3 special infected. I've kind of just embraced that everyone has their own canon and version of everything, and it's less about canon is less about convincing people why your canon is canon, and more about convincing people why your canon is cool. Like, hey, here's what I think happened, and here's why I think that's awesome. Because ultimately the whole point of fiction is to be awesome and fun and enjoyable. Also, I love how much that gutter runner is glitching out. Yeah, in my version of Warhammer Fantasy canon, the end times never fucking happen, and there's no Age of Sigmar because that just kills everything I found to be cool about the Warhammer Fantasy setting, and also causes huge conflicts with actual Warhammer lore as a whole. Age of Sigmar does 2 things. 1, it takes away everything I think is cool about Warhammer Fantasy, and 2, it makes it so Warhammer Fantasy can't exist within the universe of 40k, which to me is vital. It makes the old ones a lot more interesting, and their whole... Like, when you take the actions of the old ones in 40k and Fantasy and put it into a single timeline, it just makes the story so much better. And it tells a really good, like, classical Warhammer-style story of, like, tragic irony. This canon are cool as hell. Yeah, cannons are cool. That's why canon is called canon. But yeah, no, I wish... the whole point is I want to play as I want to play as short, thick women in more games. It is simultaneously a fetish and progressive, so My fetish just happens to be progressive, so I'm gonna push it. I won't deny that it's a fetish. Jesus Christ! I've exclusively dated short, thick women, so in these games, it's crazy. I get more money by killing these dudes now. Ain't that funny? Hey, God, I get paid. God, Mad World, what a game! I need to beat it one of these days. I've played damn near. See, that's the funny thing about me. I've played damn near anything. There's a lot I still have to beat, but I know that even that is a rarity. Most people don't treat video games like work like I do, so. It's funny. I always take a few hits right before, and then I live super long with low health because I'm panicking at that point. So I guess it doesn't matter. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Like a city on the sea, smoke that, Mo Siege. And then there's some things where it's not my fetish, it's someone else's fetish, but I'm still gonna fight for it because it just makes sense to me. Like, when I learned that there were female custodies, I was just like, yeah, I always assumed there was. Maybe that was just me, but because I think about these things a lot, when I get told, they don't use the gene seed, it's like, okay, they exist then. There were Lady Thunder Warriors as well. There you go. Shrug. As long as they're not in Astartes, it can be a lady. Why would they limit their recruiting population? Now it's in a good place. Yeah. As a separate universe, as an alternate universe, it's fine. As the thing that killed the thing everyone likes, it's not fine, you know? I'm not gonna hate on it because it exists. I'm hating on it because it killed something else that existed, you know? It's like DMC Devil May Cry. I used to fucking despise DMC Devil May Cry. I now have no hate in my heart at all for that game because Devil May Cry 5 exists, so who cares? Age of Sigmar, there are things in it that I find cool and appealing. Most of it I don't, it's just not my thing. I'm not mad about it, I'm just indifferent for the most part. But for me, it's a what if, you know? I personally think what they should do is they should just make an alternate version of the End Times. Make a different version of that storyline that's closer to how it would have actually gone down in canon, that has been proven time and time again by the Total Warhammer games. Order would have won. The Forces of Order would have won, and Chaos would have lost. That's just how it would have gone, and make a story and make the next edition of Fantasy take place there. 6th edition of 40k, Sigmar, or Fantasy. Deed of Valor. Cool. That's the way it is. How do I equip the deed? Is it just a thing about having it now? Yeah. Are we already at Age of Sigmar? Hold on, what's the current edition? These editions come out too fucking fast if we're at 6th already. We're at 4th, okay. Warhammer Fantasy last edition. Eighth. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm not familiar. I just know the long, I got the long story down for my lore video, and for, like, helping me understand what's going on. I'm not an expert on fantasy. I know a lot more about 40k. I still think fantasy's rad as hell, though, and the things that I enjoy about it specifically aren't really in Age of Sigmar from what I've seen. Yeah, let's skip to the next track. I don't want to cry. Yeah, I think Age of Sigmar as an alternate setting is a cool idea. Like, the idea of taking your grounded fantasy world and turning it into something closer to mythology about, like, demigods and stuff, that's an alright idea. But it wasn't something that the fantasy audience wanted, and it didn't feel like that's where the storyline was going, so... Right, let's go ahead and forge things. At the end of the day, I get why people who enjoy Age of Sigmar probably feel really fucking tired of people bitching about it. The thing is, you built your house on top of someone else's house. You don't just get away from that. It's a truth of the setting, is that it was built in place of something that a lot of people like a lot better. And that cannot be ignored. All of that, and I got some fucking blues and greens. Shit. Well, back on the old grind. Here we go. I don't have Winds of Magic, so we'll just...
I'm giving them dodging practice, something they'll desperately need.
No, I'm playing Carillion. Don't cue me with people who don't want me to play Carillion. No, Carillion. Am I the problem with this game? I think Age of Sigmar has gotten better. It's just, when it came out, it was something that was made using the corpse of something somebody loved. And also, it's something that's, like, not that appealing to me. The only thing interesting I've heard about Age of Sigmar is the idea of the Stormcast Eternals slowly losing their individuality over time as they functionally become demons of Sigmar. That's, like, the only interesting piece of lore I've heard. Everything else has been either holdovers from fantasy or stupid. Like, hearing about, like, I think, like, the leader of the Dark Elf Pantheon in Age of Sigmar, the leader of the Dark Elf Order in Age of Sigmar kidnapped Slaanesh, and I'm like, no. That's not how that works. You can't kidnap a fucking Chaos God. They're like an idea. Like, a mortal, no matter how powerful, can't just snatch a fucking Chaos God. There's a difference between something like the Emperor, who is an ascended mortal, and an entity like Slaanesh, you know? In fact, they literally represent an idea. You'd have to... it's stupid. But I get what they're going for. They're going for more mythological stories. They're less fantasy, more mythology is kind of what they're going for. And I get it, I just don't dig it very much. I do plan on eventually buying some Sigmar models, purely to play fantasy with, though. They're not mortal now. Yep, doesn't matter. Like you can be ascended. Like that. See, that's the thing. In its own setting is fine. Like if Age of Sigmar, we have to redefine what Slaanesh is at that point, though. But like as part of the grand cosmology of Warhammer, it doesn't work. Like if the Emperor can't kidnap Slaanesh, these motherfuckers can't. And I guess that also ties into my need to connect fantasy and 40k, but that brings I got 2 points about that. One, it has never been refuted, and two, it has been outright confirmed that they're connected. It was outright confirmed a long time ago, but nothing has corrected it since, you know? So I do. It just doesn't work. It's not something that should be physically possible within that world. Or any world within the... Like, so that's the thing. Warhammer Fantasy connects so nicely to 40k, but Age of Sigmar just doesn't, and I think that's my issue with it. And what it's bringing in doesn't interest me enough to accept it. They are. See, that's the thing. People keep telling me that. I have yet to think of a single one. People get bogged down in names and stuff, but that's not a problem with the setting. That's a problem with their interpretation of the setting. I have yet to run into a single issue. Outside of Age of Sigmar, which is... and really connection only brings problems, I can't think of a single one. I would need to... Because, like, for me, understanding... filling in the gaps of information left out about the origin of the old world connects... and filling those gaps in with 40k connections, like, specifically in regards to the old ones, makes the setting make so much more sense. A good example would be about where the planet is physically located. How come literal warp-infused rocks rain from the sky? Well, it's because the planet's in the warp. The old world in Warhammer Fantasy exists inside of the warp, and the winds of magic and the vortex protect it. That means Emperor is Agent of Chaos, God of Unbelieving. I mean, I don't know what that has to do with anything. I've never seen that confirmed or anything. There's the Star Child thing, but that was a thing in text-to-speech device. God of Disbelief. That could be it, too, but, like, I mean, that's a thing. I don't disagree with it. It's just, I'm looking at, like, I haven't run into a single problem connecting 40k and fantasy. Yeah, no, but that's not what it is. People want it to be that way, but, like, one, it's been outright confirmed by the creators of Warhammer. Back in Slaves to Darkness. Hold on, I think it's like Slaves to Darkness Volume 2. It's an old codex, but it has been confirmed. Oh, well then I guess that means it's just not the Emperor. The other thing is that the reason why the Pantheon's able to work within Warhammer Fantasy is because they're in the warp. There's a closeness to the warp, and also, like, Psychers on that planet have a much stronger connection to it. That's why the elf gods were able to be created, because of their proximity.
Coming.
Like, I would have no problem doing the Final Fantasy thing, but all I needed was to read that they were connected, and also there are so many little issues early on with the lore, so many little things about the setting that work so much better if you think of them within the 40k universe. The existence of Warpstone as a whole, what the polar warp gates even were, if you think of them as webway portals, it makes a lot more sense. The cause of those webway gates exploding being the birth of Slaanesh, and how that, like, started being a thing. Now, the time scale is very different because it's in the warp, and time flows differently within the warp. It's just, the 40k universe does have an influence on them. The arrival of the old ones, the exiting of the old ones, the reasons why the old ones left is explained by them going to fight the war in heaven. I mean, honestly, I've only played Chapter 1, so most new Deltarune characters, I look at them and I just go, huh? Who? What? I still don't even know who Spamton is. Capitalist Metaton? I don't know. Yeah, that's because the Eldar. That's because the Eldar were made first.
I can do this all day.
Also, they might be wrong about that, and time flows differently within the warp. So, for example, a lot of Chaos cultists will claim that the Chaos gods existed forever. Like they'll, that's why they're called the primordial. Like why the Chaos gods are referred to as primordial, because they a lot of Chaos. The Chaos gods want people to believe that they've always existed, and as far as they know, they've always existed because they exist in an era without time. We can kind of nail down when they were made, actually, as an outside perspective, but if someone inside the world saying it, that's going to be difficult, you know? Like, we know that Khorne and Nurgle came to be because of the War in Heaven. Sorry, Khorne, Nurgle, and Tzeentch came to be because of the War in Heaven. And Slaanesh was birthed from the Eldar as the aftermath of the War in Heaven. However, as far as they know, they've always existed. And they will actively tell their followers that they have always existed. And they have. Even though it's incorrect. So what I'm saying is that little factoid can be chalked up to an unreliable narrator. It can be chalked up to lies. Can we deal with the warp fire thrower, please? They did nothing and they died and no one liked them in lore. Oh, I see. Fair enough. I have a few favorite characters that fall into that category. There are some weirdnesses, like there's some names carrying over, like Magnus and stuff. But I use that. I explain that with like that's not Magnus. The Tomb Kings and the Necrons are not connected. They're just similar. They just happen to be similar, and they're only similar because of outside thematic influences. Oh, hey, 7 Proxy. What was the other one? Oh, Ogres and Ogryn. Ogres and Ogryn are a completely different race that just happen to be similar. Squats and Dwarves are a completely different race that just happen to have similarities. Elves and Eldar are most likely the same exact thing. Orcs and Orcs are the exact same thing. Like, for example, the Skaven, the way that the Orcs arrived on the Old World happened because the Old Ones showed up carrying Orc spores. Why did they do that? Well, because they were fighting the War in Heaven, and they were using the Orcs as a weapon. So they had the spores on their bodies, and when they returned to the Old World briefly, it caused space Orcs to exist on the Old World. Fucking Storm Vermin, man. They're an anti-chaos race? That's awesome. Yeah. No, the thing that connects the worlds is that, and here's the connection. I explained this in the my Warhammer slideshow, which you were here for. I don't know if you don't remember it or not, but basically, the Old World is a planet within the warp before Chaos caused the warp to become all Chaos tainted. The Old Ones found the planet, and they kind of made it their personal pet project.
Careful, you solo, better run.
They created the dwarves, the elves, the humans. The dwarves were original, as were the humans. The elves were a repeat of the Eldar, which they had already created. And then, when they left to fight the War in Heaven, accidentally brought back orc spores. Oh yeah, they also created the lizard men. And then they took off, and there's no other connection besides that. Aside from the way the planets was created and the explosion of the warp gates being caused by the birth of Slaanesh, there's no other connections that I could think of, other than it existing within the same worlds. It just leads to a really cool little story about the Old Ones, and it helps to explain a bunch of plot holes left both in fantasy and in 40k in terms of the galaxy's creation. Oh, that's cool. Halflings and ogres are completely different from Ogryn. They're a completely different race. They just happen to be similar for thematic purposes. Some of them are connected, like the elves and the Eldar are probably the same thing. Humans and humans are probably the same thing. But dwarves, See, here's the thing about fiction, and it's something that some people have a hard time with. When something isn't explained, that doesn't mean there's no explanation. That means that's a blank left for the reader to fill. That's the point of that. That's why that's there. And so when there's a blank that's so easily fillable by another piece of lore, and you get outright confirmation from people who worked on it before the corporatized era, I can't, like, even if everything I said was completely wrong, I would still go, well, Slaves to Darkness Volume 2. They said that it's connected, and they have yet to disconfirm that. I don't see, and that's an interesting idea. The only influence I can think of, though, applies to the old ones, because you got to remember the planet's small. Like the population of the old world is very small, so warp influence is a lot less. They can influence the localized area around their planet. Hence, you know, Morisleb and Morisleb and the orcs having better access to the Wog and Warpstone arriving, but it's difficult for them to affect the cosmology as a whole within Warhammer 40k because it's so big. That's why I'm like, when I hear that, I go, okay, but I can't think of a single example outside of the old ones. The main thing is the old ones. Like, the story of this ancient race that was obsessed with cultivating life, but did so without care, and kind of forged their own downfall by not being careful and not giving enough care to what they're doing, and then ending up going to war with their own creations after kind of abandoning them to create their own little paradise within the warp, only to lose access to that paradise, and then have to, in a one final attempt, they would use they would take one of the last races they created, humans, and seed a planet that looked kind of similar to the old world with it, Earth, and that would eventually lead to 40k as a whole. I like that story. That tragic irony is Warhammer as hell. That's what Warhammer stories are. It's always it's always this tragic or borderline comedic irony. Yeah, they cultivated their own life. They killed the dragons, and they had the lizardmen crusade for them. But they cultivated their own life without care. They were conquerors. Yeah, absolutely. They just colonized planet Ive. Hi, Vumi. How's it going? They just colonized planet. Yeah, they did. But they also created a lot of life. They created the Necrontyr, the Eldar, the Orcs, the humans, the Elves, the Dwarves, the Lizardmen. Like, they're like I said, nothing's purely black and white within 40k. It's almost always black and gray, or yeah, usually black and gray. That's what I would describe 40k's tone. So, for me, this little story with the old ones being irresponsible in the way they colonized and cultivated life is so good as a little Warhammer story, even though I kind of made it up using by like taping together bits and pieces of lore. It still makes for a good story that fits perfectly with the tone of 40k, or with Warhammer in general. For me, all it really took was reading that they were connected and then thinking about it. If you read that and then think about it, then everything falls into place. I'll let you know if more conflicts come up, but the only conflicts I've run into so far are in Age of Sigmar, which are easy to dismiss because most of what goes down in the end times is enough to dismiss that setting as a whole.
Hold on, Fireflies. We're going to drink.
I mean, I'm probably gonna pick up the Old World when that comes out because I do wanna support the return of fantasy. Hate. Rah! I've never played a Warhammer game. This is a good one to start with. This one's really fun. I'm not going to... Now, here's the thing. When I say they're connected, I'm not going to be like, oh man, I can't wait for Gilliman to show up. I don't expect that to ever happen. I'm okay with this... Like, the scale is so huge. Like, I'm one of those people that gets upset when Space Marines show up too much. They should be rare, and that's what makes them special and cool. They should stop putting so many Space Marines in stories. But... that's never going to happen, because Manani.
The sorcerer controls the vortex. Strike him down. One last gasp from us.
That wasn't very smart of you, little guy. Melt. I melt. I was hoping to kill whatever was killing them. Didn't work out that way. Fuck off.
The Empire has one less town.
That's strong. That's very possible. That's always been a thing in Warhammer. The idea of other Chaos Gods existing, Vastor wants to become one. Yeah, the warp isn't as well defined as people think it is. It's not these 4 gods ruling over a pantheon that's orderly. It's horrifying. It's horrifying Lovecraftian horror. If I were to learn there were 4 other Chaos Gods, I wouldn't even be mad. And the idea that there are greater entities that the Chaos Gods are afraid of makes perfect sense, and honestly fits perfectly with the scale of 40k. I was thinking about that, because like the Necrons were one of the most terrifying races within 40k, and what's the first thing that a major Necron character did in the main setting of 40k? Well, the king of the Necrons shows up and goes, "Oh god, oh fuck, guys, the Tyranids are coming." And like the most biggest terrifying alien race in 40k shows up to do what? To introduce an even bigger, scarier alien race. Yeah, I've always figured there are more Chaos Gods. Makes sense to me. And honestly, it gets referenced quite a bit. In the Inquisitor books right now, they're dealing with an entity known as the King in Yellow that may or may not be serving another Chaos God. And then the idea of the Emperor eventually becoming one has always been a thing as well.
Let the destruction begin. Not yet.
God damn it.
Oh my. No good. I wish you would have said something I didn't know. It's okay.
Float like a fly, like a butterfly. Float like a float like a fly, like a butterfly. Now, what I might have trouble with is that dealing with named characters who have continuity between the two, like Be'lakor. Like, if I get into any story that involves Be'lakor and I find things that conflict between Be'lakor from 40k and Be'lakor from fantasy, there's not much to be said about that other than, well, he wasn't written to be both. But if there's nothing that conflicts, then it's fine.
Pick up your feet! Move! You don't want none of that poison, Sharon!
Yeah, the influence of the old world on the warp is the joke of Sinchan Be'lakor. Yeah. But in 40k, like the Warhammer Fantasy World effect on the warp is larger than any individual planet in the 41st millennia. However, compared to the galaxy as a whole, it's nearly insignificant. That's why the orcs are able to tap into a much more powerful WoG.
Together on this section. No, it's tempting to split up, but we should.
God damn it!
I die. Return me to the soil.
Fucking I'm hitting you. Die. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated. My hits aren't doing as much damage as I'd like them to do.
Not yet. Not yet.
That's a wipe.
You can't keep fighting forever.
That guy, fuck off. Leech.
Oh my god, this is a nightmare. I do find it funny how insignificant chaos as a threat in fantasy until the end seems to be. Like, chaos, they're not... How do I put it? They're not bitches or anything. They're about the level of everyone else in the setting, but I'm so used to Chaos being like the end of the world. Like, oh, a Chaos cult has sprouted up in the city, and they've summoned a demon. Okay, exterminatus. Like, I'm so used to that being the response. So when it's like, when the Chaos Vikings and the Chaos Wastes are just constantly marauding and are just around, and that's a consistent thing, I'm like, shouldn't we do something about that? But no, they're not that big of a threat comparatively. That's why the end times felt so shocking to me.
Go in Sienna. Come on, Sienna.
Vash would have trouble with all of them. I feel like Cars. I feel like he'd do an okay job with Cars because he could blow off limbs and stuff in order to keep him busy. And once he knows, oh, Cars, absolutely, because he can't kill him. Once Vash knows that he can't kill Cars, there's nothing stopping him from just shooting him in the face repeatedly in order to not kill him, but at least hold him at bay. God damn it! I don't think I'm ready for this difficulty. If I don't get a good reward, we're dropping difficulties after this. Fuck me! Yeah, the Skaven and the Orcs are the biggest, like, are probably the biggest buff that Chaos can get. Like, the Great Horned Rat is, the addition of the Great Horned Rat and Skaven is probably helps that faction out so much more. Did they ever add... I'm sad they never added Skaven to Warhammer Online. Let me take a look real quick. Return of Reckoning Warhammer. I've died so many times in this level. It is insane. Okay, they weren't really playable Skaven. They were a very limited thing. I've been actually thinking about getting back on Warhammer Online lately. It's just my last experience with it was so fucking miserable. I did not have a good time. Baby got back. Baby got back. And I'm definitely gonna be playing more World of Warcraft in 14 before I ever return to Warhammer Online. Warhammer Online would be great for on stream, but we're not there yet. We'll probably play it in December. I want to do since we're kind of returning to the way things were, slowly but surely. I want to do Warhammer, the Winter of Warhammer, as a theme for December. Because around Christmas time is usually when I get super hyped up for Warhammer in general. Get up! I need to get a camera set up so I can start doing painting streams. Once I do the face reveal on the webcam and everything, that'll probably be one of the first things I do. Thank God, here we go. No! I just spawned, you fuckers! Get away, get away, get away, get away, get back, get back! Get back, get back, get... Fuck! I'm switching difficulties after this. This is absurd. I can't... I get hit twice and die. I need better gear. No, no, get out of the poison! I just can't stay alive. This is so rough. This difficulty's too much. I need to switch down.
Ready, let's do this.
And the rewards aren't going to be worth it. Like, I can feel it already. My last time I did this, I got three fucking greens. I would rather just grind out the stuff I need to ascend items to red. Best way to farm reds.
That's a gas blast.
Wow, it's gonna be apparently it's the same method as Vermintide 1, is you just grind the shortest missions over and over again to get your loot drops. Yeah, it's a really cool looking game. I want to play more of it. I just last time I played it, I couldn't I felt like I was I don't know. I feel like that game has been solved by its player base. So like PvP, which is the main focus of the game, was a fucking nightmare. Like I was fighting so many healers that I just could not damage. I may need to actually look into like a tier list and pick the class based on that. As lame as that sounds, like I need to be able to play the game.
But we got it.
Kruger, why do you keep freezing that?
Hurry! I don't want to die here.
One. If it's well placed. One bullet plus a bit of Hamon. A single Hamon infused bullet would be enough to kill Dio.
No more Kruger.
But it's like, are you going to be able to line up that shot with how fast he can move and stuff? Because, like, remember the thing that, like, led to Dio's downfall, like, pre-Aura at the end, is that Polnareff stuck the sword through his face and, like, gave him brain damage. It won't kill him, but, it definitely slowed him down, and he was only able to reform himself when he drank Joseph's blood. Dio Brando from the first part? Probably, yeah, same thing. Only difference is the lack of a stand. Ringo got it. The fuck! Yeah, Ringo Rodigan probably wouldn't have any trouble. Mista would not... I don't think Mista would have any trouble with Dio. Because he could just direct...
And they caught up to me. That's crazy.
He could just repeatedly direct bullets into Dio's face until the sun rises. Ringo from the movie? Like, Star? I was thinking of Ringo from Steel Ball Run. Fuck it.
I'll return the favor before we're done, I'm sure. There's the portal. Just as well. I think there's an army on our heels.
You mean Rango? Yeah, no, I don't think Rango would have a chance. Yeah, it's pretty dumb actually. Yeah, the alliance of the Dark Elves, Chaos, and Greenskins just does not work. One, because the Greenskins are prone to betrayal. Two, because Chaos is Chaos and wants Chaos Worshippers on their team. And three, because the Dark Elves are, not really into Chaos. Some of them are, but the majority, like, the leader of the faction, like, Malekith is anti-Chaos, and Marathi is, like, pushing for it, but even they're infighting, you know? The Order of Destruction would just collapse. The Alliance of Destruction would not exist. Also, being able to play as Slayers at all. But then again, it's an MMO, so you just die and are reborn repeatedly. So, I guess, technically, a Slayer would make more sense. I got a commendation chest if I don't get a fucking orange or a red out of this. I'm not gonna get a red out of this. This is a fucking commoner's vault. God damn it. I'm gonna go and do that fucking... I'm gonna go and... Next time I play this, I'm gonna grind that mission until we get reds. It's the same... I'm so bummed.
Nice, good shot.
I get what... You know, now that I'm playing this again, I get why they did things the way they did in Darktide for the level selection. Because when it comes to the end game, when it comes to grinding, it's apparently quick play naturally prioritizes unpopular maps, and like I'm looking at another Vermintide endgame that is going to be me playing a one level over and over again to get the stuff I need. They do, yes. Slaves under a different name. Green, oh, and orange, thank God. Got a rosary out of it, that's pretty awesome. Dual swords, hell yeah, sell those. Or I'll break those down. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of whites and greens out of this. Oh shit, that ain't terrible. Now, in order to get the am I going blind? Where's my... Can you not upgrade oranges? Okay, no, you can. Alright, I need bright dust. Now, can I get bright dust by scrapping oranges? How to get bright dust Vermintide 2. That's Destiny. General chests are better. Okay, yeah. Salvage red. You have to salvage red items. Okay. Fuck. Alright, that's fair. Do people actually like forever games? I don't get it. I don't like them, but I understand why they are. For me, I enjoy the finality of finishing a game, but not everyone's like that. We're gonna go ahead and... Alright, what do we got? We got a longbow. We already have a longbow. We can go ahead and scrap the longbow. Dual swords, sword and dagger. I already use sword and dagger, so we can go ahead and salvage the dual swords here. Oblivion. Yeah, I already have a longbow. Sword and dagger, longbow, and we'll go ahead and just scrap these. Yeah, they already have their own conflicts. Like, Vermintide's at its best when you're going through the campaign, you know? That first playthrough is always the most fun. I'm so disappointed, like... Yeah, let's change your outfits. I actually don't like how you can't wear this shirt with other outfits. Because, like, I really don't like the Carillion cosmetics in this game. I think this looks bad. I prefer the classic look. I'm kind of an old head that way, I guess. Like, even this looks better. I like this look. We'll go with this one. I didn't think Chaos Dwarves are playable in Fantasy, or in Ages, or not Age of Sigmar, sorry, Age of Reckoning, Warhammer Online. But yeah, I have these are all the items I need for her. I just need them all to be ascended to red items, or replaced by equivalent red items. That's where we're at with Carillion right now. I'm debating on whether or not I should, like, just try to get everyone else to her level. Because, like, getting to this point's not that hard. You just got to keep boosting up your difficulties. We'll do another mission as the dwarf. My goal for now, I guess... Yeah, I guess my goal for everyone is going to get them to level cap and get them all dished out with orange items. So I started with Carillion. Let's go ahead and check and see what we have for the Handmaiden. Because the Handmaiden's rocking the sword as well, but the Handmaiden, I want her to use the spear. Let me go ahead and take a look at a good Handmaiden build. Vermintide 2 Handmaiden build. Invisible build, ooh. Horde damage. Yeah, please let my music keep playing, YouTube, and I'd appreciate it if it stopped doing that. That's so fucking annoying. Alright, Reynolds gift, let's check this out. So we're going to be looking at the build for the Handmaiden. Wow, it recommends dual dagger. I don't want to use dual daggers. I want to... If I'm playing the Handmaiden, I want to use the Handmaiden weapon. What's the invisible build? Can't see it. Dual daggers, yep. Okay, what about the crit build? You know what? I'll accept a sword. A sword seems fine. Alright, we need a sword with swift slaying. Perfect. Alright. Yo, Paven, thank you so much for the follow, friend. How are we doing today? Longbow with conservative shooter, necklace with bark skin. I think I got that already. Bark skin, decanter, and grenadier. Yep. Alright, so Handmaiden complete. That's her build. She uses a sword. Single target, long sweeps. I kind of like that, actually. It's nice. Her two one-hand sword and two-hand swords are both decent weapons. Doing alright, trying not to melt in the heat. I feel you, man. It's pretty hot. Alrighty, Ghost, have a good night. Alright, well, I guess my Handmaiden build is done. Even though I've never played the character before. I don't want to grind for reds right now. Yeah, we're at the stage I was at in Vermintide 2 for such a long Vermintide 1 for such a long time, which was just the... Yeah, the optimization stage. The Blood Reaper. What a cool... Man, what a cool weapon. Cosmetics. I get to wear my panties on my face? That's cool. Oh, that's kind of cool looking, actually. I made fun of that, but that's awesome. And it's ending on razors. Alright. Can't think of a single bad weapon for Carillion in melee. Yeah, she's pretty consistently awesome. Right, let's take a look at shade builds. Yeah. Boss killer build. I like the boss killer idea. That's usually what I use Carillion for, isn't like what I like to do anyway is just melt bosses. Dual daggers with swift slaying. Okay, what's the frontliner build then? I'm curious what the differences are. Because one of these might be more doable. Dual swords, or the only difference. Yeah, so classic rogue, either dual swords or dual daggers. All right, I'm going to want to get dual daggers with swift slaying, a Hagbane shortbow with barrage. But I like my Blood Volley crossbow, so let's see if there's one that has that as a compatible weapon. Damn it. Drops on water on me. It seems as though these the builds are relatively consistent for Carillion. And some require DLC. Yeah. What does my Blood Reaper have? Conservative shooter. Okay, I think I might stick with that and just play goofy. I'm actually more progressed on this build than I am on my other one. Dual swords. Does she need Swift Slaying for that perk? Swift Slaying, Conservative Shooter? Yeah, that she's done. She's done until I get these leveled up to red tier items. Alright, then we have Sister of the Thorn, who I have never once played as. Yeah, right? No, the Empire is super diverse. It's really cool. One of my favorite things about it has been learning about all the different, like, different states within the Empire. Alright, so we have the Sister of the Thorn. Okay, I've already slaughtered her talent, so that's good. I can't think of any build that recommends the crossbow. It works fine to me. That's good. That is good. Builds. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there's no builds place for the Sister of the Thorn? Are you serious? What the hell? I guess I'll find a different one. There we go. I found one. Dual swords, deepwood staff, necklace. Okay, this one's actually something I can build towards because it's not all things I already have. So first off, we need dual swords with Swift Slayer, which I have here. We need a deepwood staff, which I don't think I have. Oh, here it is. It's shit. That's fine. That is fine. Let's craft one real quick. Out of the seams. Alright, let's craft the best. Let's craft the best. That's a trinket. That's not what I wanted to make. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now we have the Mornglade Sorothi. Hey, I have to craft the staff using scrap. Yeah. I need to read more Warhammer Fantasy stuff. It's the number one tip I give to people who want to get into 40k. I'm just like, read good books, you know? So I need to follow my own advice. Thermal Equalizer, that is not the skill I need. I need the Hunter skill. So let's go and see if we can reroll that. Reroll trait. Come on, please. Heatsink. Not looking for that. Looking for Hunter. Yeah, I kind of beat the campaign and fell off. I know I did my first playthrough and then that was it. There we are. Okay, that's the trait I needed. All right, so next up are our necklaces. We need Barkskin, Proxy, and Explosive Ordnance. What do we got here? We got Decanter. I already got a Decanter, so we'll go ahead and re-roll the Black Mantle Signet. Not gonna lie, I'm having a bit of fun doing this. This is kind of... There it is. Yeah. What the hell? Is that a bug? Okay. Similar to Sienna, you go ahead and turn that off. I've never played this class before, so I wonder what the result would be. Bad, probably. Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep chipping away at it. I'm getting towards the end. I'm currently working on finishing up everyone's builds, getting them maxed out, and then I'll tackle whatever content's left after that. We have Barkskin, Decanter, and then the third one we have Grenadier. But what do we need? We need Explosive Ordnance. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I need something with more power. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the Token of Manon. We cannot open the Token of Manon. We don't have the scrap for it. Okay, in that case, we're going to... what was it? We're looking for the Pauper's Crux. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and re-roll the Pauper's Crux until we get what we need. And we need Explosive Ordnance. Oh, okay, that's good. I've gotten really lucky on these rolls these last few times. Dun, 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 dun. Right, wouldn't that be nice? And I'm just going to be having the default for now. That's one I like to use for Carillion. Alright, so yeah, she's as good as she's gonna get. And I don't want to grind reds right now, I just want to get them kind of where they need to be, so... We'll start working on our other classes. I want to use that. There's a Grudge Raker build I have picked out for Gorks and I want to use. What was the class? Ranger Veteran, okay. Vermintide. This song gives me Rugrats vibes. Do you guys hear it? Do you guys hear it? Because I fucking the do 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 like I just something about it gives me fucking Rugrats vibes. Bum 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 bum. A bit, right? This is Robo's theme from Chrono Trigger. So yeah, axe and shield with a shotgun. Let's go ahead and see if I have one I can use. I have an axe and a shield. Here it is. Beardling's Karinaz. Hell yeah! And I don't have a Grudge Raker. Oh, I do. I do have a Grudge Raker. Yeah, there it is. And I got to start working on this. This will be my next objective. Let's take a look at what traits we need. We need Opportunist. No, no traits yet. We got to get them up there. We need the Boon of Shalia, the Decanter, and the Grenadier. Decanter, Grenadier. There it is, Boon of Shalia. Yeah, there we are. Cool, alright. That's our build, and we'll work on leveling that as we go. I also need to buy more cosmetics for not Carillion, because I've kind of put all my cosmetic currency in. Not real money, of course, but in-game cosmetic currency in the Carillion. Short. A bit short. Short! Yep, and for him, we actually gotta get him to level 30. Let's go ahead and check out his other subclasses. So we have the Iron Breaker. This looks really cool. Cromwell armor? Hell yeah. Let's take a look at the build options for the Breaker. We're just build theory crafting here. That's the end of the stream, is this. Builds. What kind of builds we got? We got the general melee build, Drake Fire pistol build, and a Drake gun build. Let's see what the general melee build is. We have... being blinded. Alright, Great Hammer, crossbow... Okay. I'm basically gonna be picking whatever seems cool to me. Extremely outdated Drake Fire build, Drake gun build. Alright, cool. We're just gonna go ahead and go with the Iron Breaker build. So we need a Great Hammer with Swift Slayer on it. Here's a Great Hammer. Don't know if it has Swift Slaying on it yet, but it's better than what we got. We need a good crossbow with Conservative Shooter on it, and I believe I already have that, but... Oh, nope, just a crossbow. Okay, and then we have our 3 necklaces, Barkskin, Decanter, and Grenadier. So the old faithful. Jeez. Jeez, short! Alright, and our talents. Alright, 1, 2, 1. Okay. I got the hammer. So this will probably play a lot like my Darktide character, who I play as the Zealot. I play the Zealot Priest. So big, heavy sweeps with the occasional direct shot. If I was using a Grudge Raker, it would be just like my character, because she's Thunderhammer and Shotgun. That's her build. Yeah, let's go! I love the armor look, too, though. Cosmetics. What do we got? Oh, nothing. We got fucking all. I hope you do better, hope you're feeling better, TJ. You should play some Vermintide. It'll cheer you up. This is actually the dwarf class I'm most interested in playing, aside from the gunner class. I don't think do I have all the DLC? Like, do I have all the DLC classes? I don't think I have the Necromancer. What the fuck? Oh, that's lore annihilating. Anyway, sorry. Slayer, I think. Dual hammers build? Let's go. Oh, do I want to go hammers or axes? Fuck the lore. That's fair. Dual axes, swift slang, axe, swift slang, bark skin, cancer, grenadier. Why am I not surprised? Well, I have dual axes, so there we are. What's this? Cog hammer. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what tactical advantage having a giant cog on your hammer would give you, but it's one step away from a chainsword, so I'm all for it. Bom, 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 bom. I want to have one character use a war pick. I think war picks are awesome. Yeah, I don't got the scrap for it. Well, it'll have to do for now. Yep, so we got... Oh, hold up. Let's get my talent slotted real quick. 1, 1, 1. Oh, he's fast too. Hell yeah. And then... Yeah, I like that. Even Geld had his necromancy phase. Is that just like an edgy phase for wizards? All right, outcast engineer. I love the cutscene for this this class, by the way. It's really great. Yeah. Oh god, what do I have him? That's what I have him equipped at right now? That's really sad. Let's fix that. Vermintide to outcast engineer. I need a build. Melee weapon, troll hammer, torpedo. What the hell's the troll man? Do I have that? Hold up. What? How does that play? How does that shoot? Ooh. That's interesting. I'm having trouble finding a good build for the outcast engineer. Well, it looks like it's going to be a while before I can get this. What's troll hammer torpedo? Oh. Yeah. Okay, it's a special kind of... Do I have that DLC? Hold up. Am I gonna need a specific DLC to get this? I'm gonna be mad as hell if that's the case. Back to Ubersreich, Karakas Garaz, Warrior Priest, Cosmetic Upgrade, Sisters of the Thorn, Forgotten Relics pack. Apparently, I'm gonna need that for the... It's from Forgotten Relics. Alright, well, there's no helping me there. We'll have to find a different build. Wow. Thanks for the no help, Stink Lords. Alright, we got dual hammers and swift slang.
Not handheld.
I don't have any dual hammers yet, so we'll have to wait on that. I see. Yeah, no dual hammers yet. Once I get them, I'll use them, but for now, we'll just stick with our best melee weapon. As for our secondary, we opted for the pistol, which is currently the best one I got here. So, yeah. He'll be pretty weak. What's the... Alright, Barkskin, Concoction, and Shrapnel. Alright, we got Barkskin. We got 2 Barkskins. We don't need 2. We just need 1. And then for Concoction, we don't got either, so we'll wait on that one. And then Grenadier, Explosive Ordnance. Yeah, so... We'll just keep that equipped until we can get Shrapnel. So yeah, he's one that's going to require a lot more work than the others. And then his talents are... 2, 1, 3. There we go. Alright. As well as Moonbow. Okay. Whoa! PS1 Vermintide there for a second. Alright, next up to work on would be Saltspire. Now, I have a specific way I like to play Saltspire in the first game. I do not know if the game will allow it, but I like to go Greatsword for his primary and then Brace of Pistols for his secondary. So I can have good boss melting damage and then good wide swings. Alright, let's look up the Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter Captain builds. I should have done this ages ago, honestly. Horde focus build. Now, I want to see what the build options are. I really hope one of them lets me use a Greatsword, because that'd be awesome. Alright, the Horde focus build might be the way to go, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the two-handed sword for it, because I want to use a two-handed sword. Well, I wouldn't be against using a rapier and a pistol, though. That's not bad. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the rapier pistol combo. We need a rapier with swift sling, which I don't believe I have. Nope, this is the best one I got. And then brace of pistols. Yep. Barkskin, Concoction, Shrapnel. No proxy, or no concoction yet, and I don't think I have shrapnel. I have Grenadier and Explosive Ordnance. Yes! Greatsword is usable. I'm gonna go ahead and swap to the Rapier, because I don't know. Felt like a change. I also think this is really funny to watch people use. Because it looks like he's just kind of wiggling the sword at people. Slice, 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 slice. Single target, yep. So cool. Ah, I love it. Alright, let's fuck with this cosmetics. Really? Alright, purity, lots of purity seals. Here we are. Sword wiggling with murderous intent. For real, that's what it is. That's what it looks like to me. Alright, well, that's the Witch Hunter Captain. Let's go ahead and swap over to the Bounty Hunter. Now, the Bounty Hunter, I want to use the Pepper Box Rifle. Let's see what we got for the Bounty Hunter. Sword wiggling with murderous intent. Braces of pistols, repeater pistol. Let's go with the repeater pistol build. I like that idea. Rapier and repeater pistol. What are my other options? Okay, in that case, what I'll do is I'll let him have the repeater pistol, and we'll swap over to you and use the greatsword instead. I like to have every build feel somewhat unique. What about Falchion? Falchion's okay, right? That seems pretty good. Yeah, Falchion. We'll rock the Falchion. Let's do something new, you know? They're really pushing the flail. I don't want to use the flail. That's a pistol? I like it. Falchion used to be OP nerfed a while ago, still decent. Hell yeah. Love it. I love the pepper box. Then if you spin it, this is actually something you could actually do with the gun, which is pretty cool. It wouldn't work that well, but what you could basically do is light off multiple barrels at the same time, causing that effect. It's really awesome. Anyway, let's check out that build. So we have victory. All right, 2-1-2 for the talents. We got 2. All right. Boon of Shalia, Decanter, and Grenadier. Oh, got it. Or no, Decanter. Yep, and then Grenadier for the third one. God, Grenadier is really popular. Like, that's like the go-to for most of these. All right, that's it for Saltspire. Oh shit, yeah, we also got to unlock. We have to unlock the Zealot, but we have the Warrior Priest of Sigmar unlocked already because DLC, and people would have lost their shit if they had to pay for something and then unlock it, probably.
Let the blessings of thy
I had a friend who swore by this class. Right. How come the DLC, how come there's like no builds for the DLC thing, the DLC classes? Like, I'm having trouble finding them on damn near anything. At least they're not on the Wikia. Oh, bot builds, interesting. Grenadier or Shrapnel? Yeah. Alright, well the talents are 2, 2, 1, so I'll just do 2. Lack of range can be tricky though. Yeah. Yeah, the complete lack of builds is like really bizarre. Alright. So, Holy Great Hammer for Swift Slaying, Flail and Shield Swift Slaying. Do I have Flail and Shield? Yes, I do. Alright, it's a start. And then Barkskin, Decanter, Grenadier, as always. Are the next most common I generally see. Yeah. Alright, and then talents, and I'm guessing we have no cosmetics for them because of course we don't. When you can charge people for it, why give it to them for free? Oh man. Anyway, let's not get all bogged down in the misery. Let's move to the next class, and we're gonna go ahead and work on the Marcus Kruber. So, and what's this class called? He's called the Mercenary. I just know them by, I know their names at this point. I'm so used to saying it that it's weird referring to them as their classes again. Builds. Man, my AC is just not doing what it should be doing. It is so hot in this house. You know, I like to do sword and board for him in the first game, so we're gonna go ahead and do shield weapon focus. Sword and shield with opportunists. I don't have a sword and shield. Alright, well, I'll just have to earn that shit. Blunderbuss, and then for his skills, Barkskin to Cancer Grenadier, as always. Grenadier. Alright. Luckily some of these are gonna carry over, so that'll help. Once I get red trinkets, it's gonna be a lot. It's just gonna roll forward most likely. So yeah, we'll have him stick with that for now. The sword looks so dinky. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright, that'll be it for his build, because I don't think I have any talents for him. And then the Grail Knight, which I'm actually really excited to play. Alright. Vermintide 2. You know, I'm just gonna head to the... I'm just gonna find the best builds. Grail Knight, sort by rating. There we go. Brr, sorry you lost the slots. Yeah. Bretonian Longsword. Alright. Bretonian Sword and Shield, Opportunist, good, and then Barkskin, Concoction, and Explosive Ordnance. Don't have Concoction yet, so we'll go ahead and give him Decanter for now. And finally, someone else gets to use Explosive Ordnance. That's awesome. Right. Job's done. His cosmetics are probably awesome. Like, the knight aesthetic is probably a really cool look.
Or a smear, clear across the old room.
Cool. Alright. And then last, we have Sienna, a name I can't say. Fuego Nasus? Wow, I think I said it perfectly. Goddamn, look at me. Ew, broken. Or, broken. I said ew. Like, ew, the slot machine's not working. Gross. Icky. I'm just gonna fucking just start using this website. Just pick the top-rated one and go for it. Alright. And the Cataclysm Battle Wizard. Hell yeah. Fire Sword for with Swift Slaying. Alright, Beam Staff. Don't have a Beam Staff yet. And then our 3 trinkets are Boon of Shalia, Proxy, and Shrapnel. Luckily, I have Boon of Shalia. Proxy. And then... don't have Shrapnel, so we'll give her Grenadier. What was the one? There was one last time I needed that I couldn't get. I don't remember what it was, though, the first... because I can re-roll that. That's not the end of the world. Barkskin is like a really popular one. Yeah, it's usually always Barkskin. It's the... yeah, it's the... it's the, Do You Like Hurting People game. Boon of Shalia was what I was looking for, yeah. I have that. Boon of Shalia, Decanter, and Grenadier. Alright, well... I guess starting next time I'll be working on my Dwarf, trying to get him all orange weapons. Or will it be my Dwarf? Let's take a look. So we have Carillion. I know she has all oranges with 1 red. She has all oranges. She has all oranges. I think she has all oranges. Let's take a look. Yep, all oranges. She has multiple reds and all oranges. And then you, all oranges and 1 red. Okay, so then in that case we'll be working on Gorkson, who is on his way to oranges. Barkskin or Hand of Shalia? I'm generally more partial to the latter than Barkskin. Okay. So yeah, I have this extra Barkskin here. I could probably re-roll this into something. I don't know what I should re-roll it into. What do you recommend? Yeah, what would you recommend that I re-roll this extra Barkskin into? I love your cool tattoos, Barden. I just love Barden in general. Barden's so fucking cool. Barden Gorkson's my homie. Friendship ended with Carillion. Now Barden Gorkson is my best friend. Beep, beep. Don't Double barrel shotgun. Yeah. Pretty awesome. Like the Olympia. That's what it reminds me of. Him flipping it open like that. Dwarf hate doors! Sorry. Orc hate door. Ah, damn. Ah, okay. Boon of Shalia. Okay, I have that one already, so. Alright, well, next time we play this, we'll be playing as our good friend, Barden Gorgson. I'm gonna change his, portrait. Let's go with this one. This one's nice. Yeah. Beep. Beep. What a heroic little dwarf we have here. Look at him, prepared for violence. I love him. Alright. Alright guys, that'll be it. Thank you all for being here. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you're new here and you haven't done so yet, feel free to follow. If you enjoyed the stream and want to hang out, be sure to join the Discord via the link down below, or you can type !Discord in the chat to join. If you want to support the stream and help it grow and help us achieve our goal of the Alex Everywhere system, be sure to subscribe. Subscribers gain access to the special subscriber channel. They can join me in voice chat for streams and many other benefits. Thank you everyone for your time, and I will see you all tomorrow for more 5 Hearts Under One Roof. So if you want to see me try and navigate the Korean